Welcome to another real-world test from the Fast Lane truck. Behind me is the brand new 2020 Ram 1500 EcoDiesel. Yep, that's right, the new 3-liter. And today it's all about performance testing. I'm here at IMI Motorsports, our Colorado-based test track, and I'm gonna find out the 0 to 60 time on the new turbo diesel. But before I do that, let me show you around the truck really quick because it's one of the more affordable ones you can get with the diesel engine. Check it out. This is actually a really cool truck because it's a tradesman. Well, let's go and see it. It's a quad cab, which means it's a shorter cab, it's a 6.5 foot bed, and it's a 2-wheel drive. But what makes it really cool and special, not just that it's more affordable because it's a tradesman, but because of the maximum payload rating. For the EcoDiesel for 2020, let me show you. Check it out. This is basically the maximum payload you can get on an EcoDiesel Ram 1500 truck, 2,055 pounds. And the maximum gross vehicle weight rating is 7,200 pounds. So when you take the 7,200 pound gross vehicle weight and about 2,000 pounds of payload, this truck weighs just under 5,200 pounds, which makes it relatively light for a diesel half-ton truck. And this is not the most affordable tradesman because the tradesman starts at just under 32,000 bucks, and this one you see here, if you don't count the $5,000 diesel price, it's about 36. So what do you get for that price? Well, if you want the chrome package, which this tradesman has, which includes the bumpers, you also have to get a level 1 luxury group on the tradesman, which gives you also alloy wheels, and it looks a little bit more upscale than a normal work truck, because if it was a base tradesman, it would basically have kind of a black plastic looking grille and bumper and steel wheels. Well, let's pop the hood and see actually exactly what you get. So once again, the pricing starts for 2020 Ram 1500 tradesman quad cab 2-wheel drive at around 32 grand. But this diesel engine adds about 5,000 bucks to that price, $4,995, which means total price of the truck as you see it here is about 41,000 bucks. So it's very aggressively priced because you can get this EcoDiesel 3-liter for 2020 at under 40 grand. With a couple of options you see here, it's about 41. So it's still a pretty affordable truck. The diesel and the DEF fillers are in here. There's a cap system for the DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, which is, the tank is about 5 gallons, and a capless system here for the diesel, which is not the best, but you can buy a little cap that goes in here as well. And you can get a tank of up to 33 gallons of diesel, so you can get a lot of range on this truck. Here it is, a 3rd generation 3.0 liter EcoDiesel V6, and the rating is 260 horsepower, which is not class leading actually. That title goes to the GM half-ton trucks with 277 horses, but it does have class leading torque, 480 pound-feet, which is more than in the Ford F-150, which is at 440, and also more than in the GM half-ton trucks, which have 460 pound-feet. And an 8-speed automatic backs up this engine, and Ram says the transmission has been updated. The engine is about 80% new. Let's see how it does on the 0 to 60. Alright, the truck is basically all warmed up. Been driving it for about 30 minutes before I got here. I'm gonna turn off traction control to help me spool it up just a little bit, brake torque it. And really for the 0 to 60, for comparison, about a year and a half ago I did a test at the same track in a 4-wheel drive Ford F-150 with a 3-liter diesel. So I gotta get a better time. Better take off. It's a little better, 9.33. So the question is this new EcoDiesel with class-leading torque be quicker or the same or slower? Okay. No way. No way, that can't be. First run 9.33. That's basically almost identical to what happened in the Ford F-150 Power Stroke. Okay, let's see if I can get any better results. Use the link below and check out imimotorsports.com. Not only do they have the largest outdoor go-kart track you could bring your sports car to or rent go-karts, they also have over 120 acres of off-road playground there for your ATV side-by-sides and of course motocross bikes. Let me show you on the inside really quick. So another thing you get for level 1 group is this nice 6-person arrangement, cloth seats. You have storage underneath the middle seat here, a couple of cubbies. Of course, this is also a console, 2 cup holders, and a relatively small area for storage. There is a USB port in here. Let me fire this bad boy up. And one thing that's noteworthy, I don't know if you can tell, but it's quiet. Listen. Can't really tell the engine. Like I said, this has a towing package. So we do have a tow mode. This is the traction control, off, on. Your brake controller is here, really handy. You have a 2-inch receiver and all the wiring, including 7-pin. And because this is a 2-wheel drive, you have no 4-wheel drive controls here of any kind. But you do have a little cubby, actually quite a big cubby here below. And of course your USB-C and USB ports on the bottom. This truck does have a reverse camera because obviously all vehicles now have to have them. So if I put it in reverse, you can get it's a small screen, but you can still see a fairly high resolution image, and you can zoom in on the hitch if there was one. Also, you get dynamic lines, so when you turn the steering wheel, you can kind of see where you're backing up to. The rear camera is up here, but one thing you don't get for this Chrome Package Level 1 is a Bedliner. That's a separate option, it's a little bit extra. Of course, I would recommend that. Quad cab means 4 forward opening doors, but a shorter rear seat. And it's not the best for big guys. I'm over 6'2", just by a bit. And sitting behind myself is a bit of an issue, so I would need to move the front seat a little bit forward. Good headroom, but this is not a crew cab with miles of legroom. Another thing you get for level 1 package and part of the Chrome package is a power rear window, which is pretty neat on a kind of an affordable truck like this. Tiny bit of braking traction there. There it is. 8.81 seconds, basically 8.8, which is my best result today. And I don't think I can do better here at a mile above sea level. So it's a little bit quicker than, about half a second quicker than the F-150 diesel, which was a heavier truck with 4-wheel drive and a lot more options. So I would call it kind of a draw. And we'll have to test the Chevy 1500 with their Duramax 3-liter very soon to get more results. Well, there it is. Pretty interesting result for this new 3rd generation EcoDiesel. 8.81 seconds. Well, it's not really fast for a half-ton truck, but this truck is also about fuel economy, which we'll be testing really soon. EPA ratings are not available yet, so I'm really excited for this, that we'll be able to give you real-world numbers even before the government ratings are available. And go back to TFLtruck.com for more news, views, and real-world truck reviews.